to the second Women's Supa-Liga match of the evening. What an encounter we have in store. The Andinas up against the West Coast Cobras. Going through the team lists for the Andinas, we've got Camilla Cristianini, number 20 in goal. Elise Glanfield, number 13. Camille Harrell, number 18. Thea Dunn, number 16. Priscilla Tocha, number 7. Gina Camilla Jimenez, number 3. Sina Gabrielson, number 21. Dominique Paredes, number 19. And for the West Coast Cobras, Annie Farrell in net, the number 1. EJ Silva, number 6. Elise Clemenson, number 7. Samantha Brady, number 10. Tatum Spencer, number 8. Sarah Ranieri, number 3. Shelby Cochran, number 6. And Gabriella Morby, the number 18. As the West Coast Cobras get us underway. West Coast Cobras, they're going to have to respond. They're going to want to respond after last week's loss to, if I can recall, sorry for that. We're back underway now. West Coast Cobras, they want to respond after last week's loss to the Coburn Wolves. A big loss it was, in fact. 5-1 on the evening. So we'll see what they worked on the training ground and see how they react this afternoon. Spencer out to Silva. Wide to Ranieri. Look for the run of Silva, but just goes out of touch. Ranieri. Clemenson back to Ranieri. Down the line. No one on the end of that one.
Sarah, 1 minute.
Cristianini out to Dunn. Flick ball down the line, looking for Glanfield. Couldn't get on the end of that one. Now Ranieri back on the ball, switches play to Clemenson. Goes for long-ranged effort, but well collected there by Cristianini. Glanfield down the line for Dunn. As Dunn, it looks like she might have injured herself. She's called for the early substitution. And now she's off the field. Silva down to Cochran. Now Clemenson back to Cochran. Wide to Silva. This is good build-up play for the Cobras. And now Spencer, look for that inside ball. Couldn't find it. And Cam Harrell thought that one was going to find the back of the net. Annie Farrell had that one covered. Now Farrell, long ball, looking for Spencer. She couldn't get on the end of that one. And Jimenez will get us back underway for the Andinas into Harrell, rather for the goalkeeper. And now Harrell gets dispossessed by Clemenson. Still on the ball. Goes for the shot, but deflected into the hands of Cristianini. Harrell, wide to Glanfield. Ball down the line. Looking for Jimenez, but Spencer happy to see that one out of touch. She now runs over for the substitution, and Sam Brady checks on for her first minutes. Her pass goes astray, and now Glanfield back on the ball. Good press there by Silva. But Andinas sloppy on the possession as well, and Cobras get us back underway. Ball down the line. Glanfield gets a touch on that one. And the Andinas continue on the ball again. Glanfield, big press, Silva. Rolls into touch for Christianini. Harrell. Glanfield gets dispossessed. Brady, but still going Harrell. Again, Brady sees that one out of play. Ball long. Finding Tocha. Good footwork and resets to Glanfield. But this is an opportunity. Cochrane still going. Plays Silva. Back to Cochrane. Has to be a goal, but it isn't. They overworked that one. The West Coast Cobras should have been a goal. But Christianini sees that one into touch. But West Coast Cobras back on the ball again. Brady tries to skip past Jimenez, gets dispossessed. And eventually it just goes out of touch. Cobra's ball. Sorry, Andina's ball, says referee Jonathan Silas rather. As we see Silva check out for Mowbray. Her first minutes of the contest. Wide to Brady. Good footwork there. Samantha Brady into Mowbray. Can she find the back of the net? Yes, she does. Super sub, nonetheless. Gabrielle Mowbray finds the back of the net. And it all started through the footwork of Samantha Brady. Did well to get past Harrell. And then she squared that ball into Mowbray. Excellently done. Andinas get us back underway. Glanfield skips past Brady. Still going. Can they find the immediate response? No, they can't. Goes wide. Farrell in possession. Rolls it out to Cochrane. Now Brady. Back to Cochrane. Brings it inside. Bit of miscommunication, but still on the ball, and it finds Mowbray. Tries to skip past Glanfield. Couldn't do so. Now here comes Harrell. Shot over the crossbar. Cochrane. Back rolls it for Brady. Wide to Ranieri. Now Brady goes for the toe poke, but that one just goes astray. Beautiful diagonal ball, looking for the run of Tocha. Just runs wide, out of touch. Farrell, wide to Brady. Resets to Ranieri, goes for the long ball. Well defended there by Tocha, sees it out of touch. Ranieri, back to Brady. Good ball there by Brady. Finds Ranieri, but Harrell comes across. Sees that one out of touch. Now Harrell. Ball inside. Well left there by Cochrane. And Andinas, it was their side ball. Get us back on the way. Glanfield. Dispossessed by Ranieri. Delightful ball down for Mowbray. Brings it inside to Brady. And eventually Harrell, still on the ball, holding it up in the corner, and eventually sees it out for a side ball. Brady, now Ranieri, couldn't get her first touch right there. Side ball again, Andinas. Ball off the line for Tocha. Cobra's ball. And now Spencer checks on for Brady. Cochrane. Back for Spencer. Wide to Ranieri. Uses her physicality well. Goes for the toe poke. Just wide. Christianini. Long ball. Spencer. Touch goes astray. And now here comes Glanfield. But Spencer on the follow-up. Good physicality shown between the two of them. Long shot there by Tocha. Well saved, Farrell. Spencer back to Cochrane. Chip ball over the top. Just goes wide. As we see Morby check out for Silver. Bit of miscommunication there between the ball that is being used. Same colour, I believe, as the referee's vests. But we'll see what becomes of that one. Shouldn't make that much of a deal, but we're back underway. Farrell, long throw. Spencer did well. Wins herself a free kick. Clemenson goes for a long-ranged effort. Well saved there by Christianini. Silva, Ranieri, back to Silva. Now Clemenson. Well worked there by the Cobras. Can Silva make it two? No, she can't. Big save, Christianini. But that was well worked there by the West Coast Cobras. Christianini just came out, made that angle of attack small. Well saved. But a big chance there for Silva. Should be aiming high from that distance. Spencer, good first touch. Wide to Clemenson. Gets dispossessed by Glanfield, but does well. And now Silva again. Cuts inside. Ranieri, toe poke. Goes wide. Cobras, this is a good response from last week's defeat. They've made some changes to the squad and they've reacted well. Spencer. Now Clemenson. Still on the ball, gets pressed hard and out for a goal kick. Now, Andinas from the corner. Harrell just goes wide. Now, back underway, the Andinas gets dispossessed. Silva. Can she make it two? But well tracked back there by the likes of Gabrielson. But still going Silva. And eventually runs out of touch. Andina's ball. Harrell. Long ball, finding Glanfield. Good first touch, and now the West Coast Cobras stepping up for a full press. Glanfield across to Harrell. Switch of play, looking for the run of Glanfield. Can she get the first touch right? Not a good one, but keeps it in play. Did well with what she was dealt with and wins herself a side ball. Back to Harrell. Played inside, dispossessed by Clemenson, but eventually Harrell get us back underway. The ball was dipping over the crossbar as we will now... Sorry, both balls are orange. It might be the pressure levels. They've now been switched and we're all good. Spencer. Back to Clemenson. Down the line, looking for... Brady. But that one just rolls out of touch. Now we're back underway with the Andinas, but they get dispossessed by Silva. Clemenson back wide to Silva. Getting pressed hard. Good footwork there by Silva. Still going Silva. Eventually finds Brady, but Glanfield, that was good defensive work rate. And she slides through. How can she make it? 1-1. Yes, she can. Good goal there by Cam Harrell as we look on the replay. Ball in behind, got past Spencer, and then Harrell got past Farrell in net. As we now have a timeout for the West Coast Cobras. We'll be back with you just after this break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Away with the Cobras, but that ball just goes astray, as we just heard from the timeout. Captain Annie Farrell getting her team in order, telling them to continue with that high intensity that they displayed in the opening stages of this match. 5 minutes to go before half time. We'll see if either team can get a lead going into the break. The Andinas, they have built into this contest. Now Glanfield, she's the one pulling the strings for the Andinas, working well. And she lays it back. Gabrielson out wide. Jimenez played inside for Paredes, and that one goes out of touch. Andina's ball. Glanfield looking for the run of Gabrielson, couldn't find it. Now Cochrane tries to release Brady, but well read there again by Glanfield. Played out wide. Clemenson again wins herself a side ball. Cochrane into Clemenson. Now Cochrane. Wide to Brady. Tries to get past the run of the Paredes. Couldn't do so. And now Glanfield for the Andinas gets us back underway. Jimenez gets pressed hard there by Clemenson. Happy to reset to Brady. Who, delightful ball, looks for the run of Silva, who lays it back for Clemenson. Again, Glanfield pressed hard, but no foul called. Still going Clemenson. Into touch for Christian Annie, who just lays it wide. Well done there by Brady. Lays it off for Silva, looking for the back post, but again, Gabrielson as Clemenson checks out for Ranieri. Her immediate impact, but that pass just goes astray. Back underway with the Andinas. Big press calls from the bench of the Cobras. And there eventually works out and released is Silva. Still going Silva. Tries to lay it back for Ranieri. Didn't work out. Good defensive work right there by Tocha. Now Ranieri. She's got a big shot on her, but that one just goes over the bar. Christianini goes long, looking for Tocha. Well read there by Silva. Glanfield skips past Ranieri. Still going, plays it wide. Tocha just looked like she got a nick to the face in that contest. So you see Morby check back on. Wide to Ranieri. Ball inside, not good enough to find Cochrane. And now the Andinas get us back underway as we enter stop clock territory. Glanfield, good footwork, but Ranieri did well to cover the space. They can work it well. They can't. That goes out for a side ball. Tocha. Collected by Farrell out wide. Brady into touch for Cochrane, but again, pass just goes astray. Now Harrell. Ranieri again covering the space well. Finds Mowbray. Good work rate between her and Gabrielson, and eventually Brady comes away with the ball, goes for the shot. Well defended there, Harrell. Scissors out for a side ball. So we see Cochrane check out for Spencer. Ranieri, that shot should have been an Optus Stadium. 6 points for her, but none on the futsal court. Harrell, chip ball over the top. Unfortunately, Paredes couldn't get her first touch right. And now Brady gets the Cobras back underway. Long ball, doesn't connect with anyone. Harrell. Played wide, Gabrielson, beautiful ball across to Jimenez, gets dispossessed, but does well, works back. Now the Andinas getting pressed hard. Ranieri, this is a chance. Her first touch, however, let her down. And now here comes Harrell. Ball looking for the cutback, but Cobras back in numbers. Ranieri, now Brady. Ball into Mowbray. Can she make it two for her on the nut? No, she can't. Big save, Christianini. But tell you what, Gabrielle Mowbray, when she's been on, she's a good target. Good turn and shot. But here come the Andinas. Well done, Brady. Ball played across. Long-ranged effort into touch. Farrell happy to collect that one out of play. As the half-time whistle goes, 1-1 on the evening. We'll be back with you just after this break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
to the second half of action. So far, it's been a cagey contest. 1-1 so far. Both sides have had their opportunities to take the lead, but both keepers, Farrell and Christianini, have done well so far. There's the press from Harrell. Just too much on that one, and it is a free kick for Spencer. Wide to Clemenson. Into touch for Cochrane. Wide ball. Runs out of play. High press from the Cobras, and it pays dividends. Out for his side ball. Cochrane. Wide to Clemenson. Big press there by Glanfield. Worked it well. Out of touch. And then a good battle between her and Clemenson. Out to Spencer. Cochrane. Wide to Morby. Switch of play. Doesn't work out, and now Andinas back on the ball. Harrell. Switch of play. Doesn't work out. Farrell collects. Spencer. Now Morbury. Cochrane. Pass from Cochrane, not good enough, and now it releases Dunn. She's back on the field. Missed a lot of that first half due to injury. Will she see if she has recovered? That ball by Farrell. Looping and long, but no one fully committed to it. And now thrown out for Harrell. Wide to Glanfield. Goes for the shot. Just wide. It is to state that the Andinas are missing some of their grand final players from last season. The likes of Emma Ilias, Taylor Reid, who was a former West Coast Cobras player. Wonder where they have been from these early stages of the winter season. But they've recruited well, the Andinas. Glanfield, Dunn, Harrell. Some strong reinforcements to the already strong Andinas side. And Christianini has stepped up well in the absence of Picau, who's out due to injury. So we'll see how these players do in this second half and throughout the rest of the season. Now Glanfield. Good physicality between her and Morbury. Doesn't get dispossessed, and now an opportunity here for the Andinas. They can make it work, but Dunn just happy to reset it to Glanfield. Clemenson, good first touch, good second touch, but eventually gets dispossessed. Out comes Farrell, but miscommunication, falls to the back post, but that one goes astray. Dina's corner from that long-ranged effort. Harrell back to Dunn, but just goes astray. As we see Clemenson check out for Brady. Ball into Cochrane. Good first touch. Rolls it back to Brady. Well worked, but then Brady's pass just goes astray. Long-range effort. Farrell spills, but eventually collects. Goes long, looking for Cochrane. Just too much on that one, and it goes out of play. And now back to Dunn. Played inside, looking for a target. Well laid off there by Totcher, but the ball from Glanfield wasn't good enough, and now Cochrane is released. Wide to Brady. This is a chance for the Cobras, but The ball there by Brady wasn't in front of Spencer, and it just delayed the counter-attacking opportunity. But Brady does well to work back defensively. And sees it out for a side ball. Long shot there, just wide. As Ranieri checks back on. Into Spencer. Delightful through ball there for Ranieri. Good first touch, just a bit too heavy. Christianini came out to collect that one. But what about that ball there? By Tatum Spencer, delightful to Ranieri. And again, Dunn just gets dispossessed, and here comes Silva. Good footwork, goes for the shot. Christianini again saves. Releases Glanfield, who switches it to Harrell. No one has followed the run of Harrell, but no one found it. And Spencer with the nutmeg. Can she make it? 2-1. Yes, she can. Tatum Spencer. What a finish that was. Celebrates with EJ Silva as we look on the replay. Dispossesses Glanfield, and then to make matters worse, goes for the nutmeg, and beautiful left-hand corner finish there for Tatum Spencer. And the West Coast Cobras have regained their advantage in this contest. 13 minutes left on the clock. We'll see how the Andinas respond. Out wide, Silva. Into touch for Ranieri. Over the top ball. Goes astray. Christianini collects, and now Harrell. Into Glanfield, but again, the Andinas are just sloppy on possession in the last couple of minutes. As Spencer checks out for Clementson. After her big goal, Ranieri, now Brady. Harrell sees it out of touch. Into Clementson. Does well, but eventually gets dispossessed. And Brady eventually... Good foul there by Clementson. Had to delay the attack. Yellow card given there for Elise Clementson for her efforts. Definitely delaying the counter-attacking opportunity. And how did that not go in? Out of nowhere, the shot by Glanfield, I believe, hitting the post. And the Andinas are applying the pressure now on the West Coast Cobras. Ranieri, good physicality, and eventually sees that one out for a goal kick. Ranieri. Wide for Clementson. Back to Ranieri. Ball down the line looking for Brady. Well dealt with there by Glanfield. Wins herself a side ball. Ranieri's ball goes astray. And now the Andinas, they are building here. We'll see if they can get an equaliser and potentially a winner. As that challenge there by Gabrielson clips Clementson, and it is a free kick. Only their second foul. Has been a physical contest, but well officiated so far. Brady. Back to Clementson. Back to Brady. Long ball looking for Silva. It will get there. Silva did well. Keeps it in play and out eventually for a side ball. Silva now. Clemenson went for the shot, but it is a handball. Clemenson squares it to Cochrane. The pass just wasn't good enough there, and Andinas back on the ball. Well dealt with there by Silva. And the pass from Ranieri, not good enough. Chance for Harrell. Big save, Farrell. Harrell plays Glanfield. Goes for the shot. Looking for that left-hand corner. Couldn't find it. Now, Farrell get us back underway. Into Cochrane. Wide to Clemenson. Looking for Ranieri. Didn't find her. And still going Harrell. Doesn't keep it in play, though. Out for a side ball. Long ball. Finding Clemenson. Gets dispossessed. But eventually does well. And here's a chance. Can the Cobras make it 3? Yes, they can. Somehow that has found the back of the net. I have to watch the replay, but I think it was Shelby Cochrane. They got that last touch. Just fumbled in, and Christianini just got through her, and Cochrane happy to see that one in the back of the net. 3-1 for the Cobras. And Gabri, can she make it 2 for herself? Big save on the follow-up. Yes, she can, and a goals galore here for the West Coast Cobras. Well done there by Gabriella Mowbray. Made her 2 goals for herself on the evening for her first game in the Women's Supa-Liga this season. As now a timeout is called for the Andinas. We'll be back with you just after this break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in
It's 13 seconds left on the clock. The West Coast Cobras with a 3-goal advantage. Can the Andinas get right back into this contest, or will the West Coast Cobras record their first win of the winter season? It was Tatum Spencer with the initial 2-1 goal, and then Cochrane and Mowbray that regained their 3-goal lead. So we'll see how this one plays out if the Andinas elect to go 5th man later on. But so far, they've set up the same. Spencer again with a nutmeg on Glanfield, but just couldn't get on the end of that one. But Cobras still in possession. Cochrane into Mowbray. And eventually it dribbles out for an Andinas ball. Andinas just building on possession here, and Spencer again in the second half. She's been dealing with Glanfield well. 2 nutmegs and seeing that one out of touch. Done. Now Glanfield skips past one. Looking to get past Spencer. Doesn't do so. Mowbray did well to come across. And now Dunn. And that ball by Glanfield just runs out of touch. And it's a goal kick now for Farrell. Farrell's ball intercepted there by Paredes, but eventually it will run out again for a goal kick. Long throw there by Farrell. Instead of keeping it in the court, she looked to hit someone in the crowd, but it's all good. And now Andinas get us back underway. Spencer holding it up well, but eventually gets dispossessed, but the ball had just run over the touchline. Spencer back to Cochrane. Wide to Brady. Still going Brady. Good footwork. Looks to slip through Spencer, but Spencer had made that inside run. Brady had passed it wide. As we see the likes of Jimenez check back on. Good first touch there by Cochrane into Silva. Still going Silva. Good footwork. Resets to Cochrane. Goes all the way back to Farrell. Now Cochrane. Diagonal ball looking for Spencer. Gets dispossessed. And there's looked like a half opportunity for Jimenez, but the ball just went astray. As Harold checks back on for Glanfield, who needs a rest after playing most minutes in this second half. Ranieri into Silva. Looking for the run. Harold defending it well. And eventually Christianini collects. Ball wide. Into Tocha. Gets dispossessed, and Spencer's pass also not good enough. Ball by Harold. That was just delightful. And there was a chance for Paredes, but into the side netting. Farrell, that's a better throw from her. High boot. Nothing called. Spencer looking to get past one, get past two, goes for the shot. Well saved there by Christianini. Hit Spencer on the rebound. And it will be an Andinas ball. Long ball there by Christianini into Tocha. Back by Paredes, wide to Harold. Back into Tocha, but her touch let her down. Out for a goal kick. Farrell, long throw, well read there by Harold. Silva did well, regains possession for the Cobras. Brady passes there in that chain, not good enough. And now Andina's on the ball. Harold tries to skip past one. She does well. Jimenez dispossessed Silva. 2v1. Can she play Spencer? Yes, she can. Can they find the goal? There it is. EJ Silva and Tatum Spencer make it 5-1. And that was exceptional play from the West Coast Cobras. Silva knew what she was doing, invited the press, played it wide to Spencer, who then just played it back to Silva. And that gives the West Coast Cobras a 5-1 advantage. 2 minutes 55 left on the clock. And from here, you'd have to say it is the Cobras to lose. Harold resets. Ball down the line. Looking for Tocha. Holds it up well. Resets back. And again, how good Silva been. Getting fouled there by Tocha. Nothing called. Sorry, Advantacords rather. Ranieri from a tight angle. Good save, Christianini. There's now a rolling foul against yellow. They've got to be careful here, the Andinas. 4 fouls. Ranieri, long-ranged effort over the bar. Again, another 6 points from her. Christianini rolls it out for Harrell. Ball down the line. Jimenez, well read there by Ranieri. Silva resets Cochrane. Back to Silva. Now Cochrane, this is exceptional play. Over the top. Can Silva make it another one? No, she can't. Well collected by Christianini. Cobras on the attack once again. Silva looked to slip through Brady. Didn't do so, but she still gets on the end of it. Tocha holding it up well. Skips past 2 and eventually gets fouled. So we see Glanfield check back on. Shot there by Harrell. Took a touch by Silva. And Farrell happy to see that one out for a corner. As the timeout is now called for the West Coast Cobras. We'll be back with you just after this break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
After the timeout, minute 11 left on the clock. And now West Coast Cobras are electing to go with the 5th man. Just get some practice in for the rest of their season. They might need it in other encounters. And after last week, it went horribly wrong for them. It isn't a bad idea. As big shot there from Clemenson. Christianini rather goes for the shot, but Clemenson collects. Then Spencer, Silva, Clemenson eventually goes out of play. Silva, delightful ball over the top, finding Cochrane. Back, Spencer, Silva, Spencer, inside, Clemenson, 3v1 if they can work it well. Clemenson into Farrell. Can Farrell get on the score sheet? No, she can't. Christianini rather. And can Andinas find the back of the net? No, they can't, but here, Harrell, well done, Spencer. Sees that one out of touch as Farrell tracks back into goal. Glanfield goes for the shot. Good save, Farrell. Cochrane collects. Gets dispossessed by Glanfield, who goes for the shot. But again, Farrell collects, and that will be the full-time whistle At the end of that, it was 5 goals to the Cobras, 1 to the Andinas. Goal scorers for the Andinas was Camille Harrell. Goal scorers for the West Coast Cobras, EJ Silva with the 1, Tatum Spencer with the 1, Shelby Cochran with the 1, and then Gabrielle Morby got 2 on the evening. Great performance from them. We'll have the stats up, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye.